Okay, so I need to talk about a lot of things. So I believe that there's really good in people, and I believe that there is an underlying evil to this world, but I believe that inherently people are good. Okay? Um, and I think that the time period that we are alive in is amazing because for the first time ever, we're allowed to have as much information as we possibly can get our hands on. We're allowed to seek out the histories that we are not given. We're allowed to do all of it, and it's at our fingertips and for free. Well, I must say that even though I knew my history, and even though I keep learning, I didn't know other people didn't know it, and I didn't know how much of an impact grand scale history could have on the everyday person. Let me explain what I'm talking about. I'm poor. I'm broke. My family's been poor and broke for the last 4 generations. We are artists, musicians, carpenters, designers, things like that. The father of my child, his family is well off. They have been, I have no idea, but they have big houses and they can make their mortgages and they don't live in trailers. Okay? I know for a fact how the classes have been separated and propaganda and all that other good stuff. Back in, no, we're gonna say back in the 40s to the 60s, they made a big deal about drugs, drug usage, and the war on drugs. And I would like to currently say that that war on drugs was pretty much against my family. I had to meet all of my uncles when I was an adult. They all went to jail for long periods of times for smuggling marijuana over the border of Mexico. Marijuana, pot, not any hard drugs. I'm eccentric. I'm very eccentric, but the grandmother of my child is saying that I'm on drugs and trying to keep my child from me, and actually has done a very good job at it. I have spent maybe 6 months, 7 months of my entire career as a mother, which is about 5.5 years, with my son because of lies, because I didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough money to pay for my lawyer, and I didn't have enough money to go through probation the right way, and I didn't have enough money. But now, the father of my child has enough money. Is a man, grew up, we talk. I talk to everyone. I communicate pretty well, actually, considering that I didn't really talk until I was 23. Different story for a different time. But this rant is about being good enough even though you don't have enough money. This woman made me believe that I wasn't a good enough mom. It made me believe that I couldn't take care of my son, and then lied to the courts about it. Lied to the court saying that she contacted me. I spent 8.5 months in county jail thinking that the father of my child and my child wanted nothing to do with me, when it was quite the opposite. And she had told everyone that she had no idea where I was when she was the only person who knew where I was. She's also the person that canceled the return ticket for my child. And right now, currently, she has my child and won't let me see him or her or the dad of the child won't let me see him or him see him. And she's done this before to the father of my child's father, made him believe that he wasn't loved, made him believe that that side of his family didn't want anything to do with him, lied to him and said that he didn't have family in the state, lied to him and said that he didn't care about him. Recently, I had the joys of talking to this person, and he loves his son, and they were lies. And now I need to go through a very long bureaucratic process to get my son back and to dismantle all of her lies, which means I have to stay in this spot where I have no friends and no life just because she's using the judicial system against me in a very illegal way. And I didn't do anything wrong. And he didn't do anything wrong. And I know I have a lot of people praying for me, but I don't know. I guess I don't wanna believe that she's being evil. I don't wanna believe. I wanna believe that she's inherently good and that she's just looking out for my son. But the more I talk to this woman, the more I realize that my hope for having humans have inherently good in them can really mess up the situation. My 5-year-old, he's inherently good. This woman might be evil. I still like her. I want my son away from her, but I still like her. Is there something wrong with me? Well, maybe that this class war, this wage war, this wealth war, this race war that we've been in for hundreds and hundreds of years. I never thought that I'd actually play this integral of a role in it. Um, but I am. Yeah, I'm white, and blonde hair, blue eyes. I do have a good education. I don't know how to talk. I do. I know all these things. Technically, in the eyes of society, the way that I look on the outside should make it so that I would inherently be good at life. But I'm not. I'm weird. I come from a weird family. I have a speckled past. I'm not perfect, but I'm being truthful. And I'm not trying to keep anybody from anybody else. I just wanted to be a part of my family's life. Yeah. Well, here's the plan.